GreenDelta have three sides of our company. On the first part, we are a sustainability consultancy and research. We are on research projects funded by the European Union and also other governments. And here we try to develop LCA further. We develop further tools for specific cases. And in consultancy, there's private companies that come to us. Some are small, some are bigger and want bigger things. Some just want LCA studies. Some want a tool that then connects to their LCA studies so that their employees can also access their LCA models with an easier user interface. So in that sense, that's one part of the Delta. The second part of the Delta is tool development. Actually, that's why people know us. We are the developers of OpenLCA at GreenDelta, and we also develop related tools for sustainability. And that's really grown in the world, and that's how people know us, because we're the developers of OpenLCA, which is free and open source tool for lifecycle assessment. And on the other side, we're database developers. So we provide databases for OpenLCA. We work directly with database providers in order to provide these in our data format for OpenLCA software, and then they can use it. But we also have developed our own databases too, like for example the PSILCA database for social life cycle assessment, circularity package for circular assessments, but also LCA assessments all in one database, and so forth. That's a bit the overview of GreenDelta. GreenDelta is in several research projects, and also we have within research projects developed for example, the circularity database. This was in the latest research project that just finished. It was called Triple Link, and there we developed a very famous and well-used database called EcoInvent, and we made it so that it also has the capability to calculate circularity. So circularity is quite an interesting topic. It's really booming, as well as LCA. Everyone's speaking about circularity. But how to assess circularity? What is a circular system? It's the same as what is a sustainable system. That's where LCA plays a part, because LCA looks into many life cycle stages, all of the life cycle stages if you want, from raw material extraction until end of life. And that way you see a full sustainability assessment rather than just focusing on what you see, which can lead to, for example, greenwashing, etc. So right now circularity, I would say, is quite young, and a lot of people just see their more superficial processes, the things that they can see, and they know what is coming into their product, they know what's coming out, they try to make it circular. And in my opinion, it's important to have a perspective of what's in the supply chain of these things that are coming in, because there's no point in making a product circulate if it's well, we have to also take into account what happens before it comes to you. So including this, what happens in circularity in the supply chain is important, I think, to understand if something is fully circular or not. And this is what we've actually developed with the circularity database. So in that sense, we like to maybe offer what we think is a more full-rounded solution or perspective in order to have better decisions for sustainability. I'm not going to say anything new. I thought about this. If someone here already has heard about LCA and the troubles in LCA, they will already know what I'm going to say. It's data collection. This is what is the hardest in LCA because it's the bottleneck of the study. Even though you think it's easy to just obtain the data from a company, and you think the difficult part is the modeling or choosing the standard, etc., at least when you choose the standard, you choose the database, you choose the LCIA method you're gonna be using, it's a decision made by the LCA practitioner. They can just choose it and go through it according to their goal and scope, according to what do they have to follow. But the data collection is out of our hands. We have to be working with the clients or the partners in the research project to get this data. And usually people don't know what we're speaking about. That's why it's very important to establish a good relationship with the person that's going to collect the data, explain them a bit LCA, explain them what type of data you need, and explain them the importance of that, because garbage data in equals garbage assessment out. And in the end, we want to base decisions on the assessment, etc., and the data has to be good. So that, I would say, is the main bottleneck of LCA and the most challenging part to do right.